Hi guys, Annie and Emily here to talk to you about compassion. We'll start with a quote. I love you because I changed my life to love you. I heard that from Kwame Alexander this week on the radio, and it really struck me on several levels, but one especially for the work that we do with clients when we talk about compassion and making positive changes in our life and harnessing fearlessness. Because when we are working on putting ourselves in a place for positive change, it is a conscious choice of effort that we have to do over and over and over again. Sometimes we kind of forget why we're, maybe putting ourselves in a place that's uncomfortable, or why we're making some big, massive adjustments to what we're used to feeling in our lives or we're used to enacting in our lives. And that idea that compassion or loving kindness comes purposefully, but also with effort.
Absolutely. And it doesn't, practicing compassion towards yourself or to others doesn't always feel natural.
Yeah.
When we say that it takes effort, it's not always just this beautifully intuitive process where we're just already primed to be very gentle and easy and not go into that judgment frame of mind. It's a lot easier to be to have expectation about yourself, or to be to not be quite as gentle with your approach to yourself and the choices that you're making. And I appreciate this quote a lot just because it speaks to the fact that there is a conscious choice that is made, and then there's effort to be following that choice.
Yeah, a lot of times when we're talking about change, or we're talking about new perspective, approaching things in a new way, or for a new reason, or with new surroundings, friction is always a part of that, right? That's a big lesson in a lot of our teachings is how do we, harness discipline through friction, and how do we let that burn off some of our staleness and that desire to do something, right? That conscious choice to do it, the passion to live authentically feeds your ability to hold yourself gently in compassion. So you kind of have this rougher, intense situation. Like you said, it's not always comfortable, right? There's these things that make us want to go back or forget why we're doing something,
or take the easy way. The most familiar way.
And in those moments are the most opportune to slow down, to apply compassion, to hold yourself gently. That's another visual or feeling that we can harness with the idea of compassion, is to cradle yourself as you would something really fragile or something really innocent, and apply that loving kindness to yourself, and then that opens up the ability to do it to your surroundings, whether that's people or situations.
Absolutely. And as the Fearless Own, one of the foundations or our belief is that self-care is a right, not a privilege, and we learn the most about ourselves through self-care, and practicing compassion is the cornerstone for that practice. So we're sharing some of these thoughts with you guys, and would love to encourage you guys to practice a little bit of self-care through a meditation that we recorded. It is not written by us. It's a beautiful meditation called the Metta meditation, or loving kindness meditation, and it is a practice of acknowledging compassion towards yourself and growing that outward to your entire community. So it's a beautifully layered meditation, and you can find it here.
Yeah, and when we root ourselves in compassion and we find that ability to feed loving kindness, that's where fearlessness happens. So
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.